Hey, hey, highly uncircumcised with your girl Nicole Jurgens and me, Big Mike. What up, peeps?
Hi.
Hey, how's
Hey.
everything?
Good. I wanted Mike to address if you happen to listening to this, you're missing out because we're also on YouTube, and I like to wear a Zoom bow because I like it, so don't worry about it. And Mike likes
Uh,
to blur his background, which is hilarious because it looks like he's just floating in like I don't know, goo. Like, what does it look like? It just looks psychedelic. Like maybe he's done a few substances. Like, um, but I was like, what is behind you? What tell me where you are so I have an idea of what is happening here. You're just in a big void.
I'm in the sunken place. If you ever saw Get Out,
I did. I love it.
um, did you? Did you
Yes, I
you like that?
love scary movies. I know you do not like scary movies. You like the Avengers. I love scary movies. Scary movies are so
I
good.
like all movies, Nicole.
You do not.
Yes,
You
I do love the
always you
Avengers.
always complain about here's the thing about scary movies that I just don't understand. People insist on writing reviews and they're like, "Oh, it's just so fake," and it's a freaking scary movie. Obviously, it's fake. Like none of this is real. There's like
No, 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 no,
goblins and
no, no, no,
demons
no,
and
no.
like obviously
I don't
it's
know
not real.
who these people are you are referring to writing these reviews. I don't like scary movies because I don't like to be scared. I don't care about the realness or not. I'll tell you what, the Avengers are not real, Nicole.
No, I
As
know
much
this.
research as I've done on them, I know that they're not real. So the realness of scary movies is not what bothers me. It's like stuff jumping out at me and making my heart beat crazy.
I love
But
that.
anyway,
That's how you know you're alive. Like, oh yeah.
no, no. You know how I know I'm alive? I just touch myself. Just touch me.
I love
Oh, mhm.
myself. I want you to love me when I fall down. I want you. The Divinals? Yes. We're aging ourselves. I mean, you already know how old we are, so it doesn't matter. But I
God, we
want
should
you
have never
to
divulged our
remind
ages.
me. I don't want don't Michael always makes that face when I sing. I know my voice
It
is
always catches me off guard because not only do you sing, but you do the face. You're like, I'm just like, Jesus. I just can't imagine what you're like at home when you're in the shower and nobody else is around.
oh,
That's a
it's loud.
concert.
It
That's a
is
concert.
loud. I'm just living
Yeah.
my best life,
You
that's
gotta
it.
live your best life, man. Live your best life. Anyway, back to your original question.
Yes.
So I'm sitting here in my bedroom at my wife's study station because she's studying to get her bachelor's of science in nursing. She's a RN, and she has made me promise that I will not display what is behind me. Not that there's anything like illicit behind me, but basically, like you can see half of our bed. What do you call it? A headboard. The other side of me is like all her jewelry and stuff she puts on, and then over my head, that blue sort of square you see kind of behind me, if you can make that out, is actually our vision board,
Your
in
both
which
of
we,
your vision board.
yes, our vision board, our collective
Cool.
vision board.
What's on
Would
it?
you like to know what's on our vision
Yes, I
board?
want to know what's on your vision board.
Okay,
I have a vision board, but I think it's cool that you guys both have one, a joint one.
I actually have to turn around so I can see it because I don't remember. Our vision board's like a year and a half old. Um, she has a little like cutout that's probably from a magazine that says "Look ahead." So basically, like be forward thinking, future thinking.
That didn't age well, did it? A year and a half ago.
She
Look
also
ahead,
has
pandemic's coming. Get under your bed.
get. Are you under your bed right now?
Shelter in place.
Shelter in place. Are you vaccinated?
No.
Get back. What the hell? Ugh. Anyway, I'm absolutely fully vaccinated. Just so you know, I
He
can
had
go outside and
COVID
breathe on everybody. I
and he's
got COVID.
vaccinated and he wears 2 masks and he never leaves the house. So you're fully safe. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thanks for giving everybody my medical information. They did not need to know that I got COVID at one point. Anyway,
I never had COVID, by the way, just
that's
FYI.
because you only leave your house to walk the dogs
It's
and then
because
you
I
come
don't get
back.
sick ever.
I'd
Don't
be
roll your
scared
eyes.
to say something like
You
that.
know what? Don't roll your eyes. Yeah, because you know why? Because then you're thinking I get sick. When I say I don't get sick, I really know that I don't get sick.
I really don't think catching COVID is getting sick. You know, it's kind of like
Wow, that's not getting
it.
sick. Of
I
course it
mean,
is.
it's not like I got the flu, right? I mean, I got a freaking worldwide global killer. I mean, the thing has killed 1 million people in a year around the world, dude. I mean, I'm actually, it's kind of like a badge of honor for me, dude. I'm like, my
Stupidity has
immune.
probably killed just as many people. Do you got that?
Did, did you just Did you just did you just compare me getting COVID to stupidity?
You might have it. I don't know.
Actually, how I got it was pretty stupid. I'm not gonna
Exactly.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was, I was the most vigilant person ever. I like wouldn't come see you. I would not come hang out because I was like, I will not get COVID. And our freaking mutual friend invited me to a poker game. And I was like, I have not been out of the house. And literally at that point, it was April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months, I had not left my house for anything other than the necessities like groceries and gas or whatever. And I went and played the stupid poker game. And the guys literally sitting next to me on the table, not masked, and I was one of two people masked, had COVID. And the only time I took off my mask was to eat because this was a catered home game and the food just really looked good. And I had to get down on some Mediterranean food. And with my Mediterranean food, I got COVID-19.
Little side dish.
Dude, my wife and my family, they were so mad at me. I was sad. I was like, how can you guys be so mad at me? Do you realize I'm dying? Do you know what's happening to me right now? I obviously I wasn't really dying, but yeah, I was that was a bad time. Anyway, forget about what you're saying right now.
Okay, back to the vision board.
The next thing on there says love. Can you hear me by the way when my head's turned?
Not really. You should probably turn back
Okay.
around.
It says love this journey, not the destination.
Yes, 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 Esther. His wife's name's Esther. I don't know if we've ever said that, but
I'm
I
sure I've said
agree
it.
100%.
Yeah, whatever. The next thing is a picture of the Amalfi Coast in Italy.
Spell Amalfi. Amalfi. See,
Have you ever been to the Amalfi Coast?
Stupidity.
Have you ever been to the Amalfi Coast?
No.
Okay,
You are
I've been there.
definitely the world explorer. I know. I'm jealous.
Yes, as you should be. At any rate, she has that picture up there, just sort of representing our desire to, get back out and travel and so forth. And it's just like one of the most beautiful places ever.
Where is it?
Italy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You were meant to
Mm-hmm.
go to Italy when the whole lockdown hit.
I canceled a trip in June to Italy, Belgium, London, and I want to say Germany. I forget what the fourth destination was. But
Listen
yeah,
to
we
this
canceled a
story.
big trip.
Listen to this story. I was at the poker table. I'm talking to my friends. One of my friends and I went to Sweden to visit some other poker players one year. I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago now, maybe. And we said, oh yeah, I said, next year I want to go to Barcelona. Like, that sounds so cool. Everyone says they love Barcelona. It's so great. There's a poker tournament there in August. I want to go. 6 months later, Michael Moore and his family go to Barcelona. I never went to Barcelona. He says it's one of his favorite trips. So
it is, honest to God, one of my favorite places on earth. I was just looking at pictures of Spain the other day. I'm talking about going back there. If you do one more thing in this life worth mentioning, go see the Sagrada Familia in Spain, in Barcelona. Oh my God. Eyes just have never beheld.
I was the
so
one who
grand.
wanted to go to Barcelona. Now he's like, if you do one more thing in life, go see the Zuzka Baduska in Barcelona. Like, shut up. I will kill you.
Spell Zuzka Paduska.
Anyways, please continue with the vision board.
You know that before we die, we're all gonna take a trip to freaking we'll go to Spain. We'll make it a poker tournament Nichoel bucket list thing. See what I do for you? That's friendship. That's what I do for you right there.
Get yourself a friend like that. Stop. You stop it winking like
don't
that.
don't
Don't wink
wink at
like
me.
that.
Don't
Don't
wink at
wink
me.
like that. Show me what's on your vision board, dang it.
Okay, the next thing, which I know you cannot get down with at all because you're just so whack, is a lottery ticket.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm not
Yeah,
interested.
I didn't think I thought that would be the least interesting thing for you.
Which people might find funny considering I played poker for 17 years, but I don't really gamble. Like
That's okay.
people don't get that poker's not, I mean, it's gambling 100%, but it's not like that kind of gambling where you're just like throwing money
Well,
away
I will say
gambling.
that for you, poker is definitely not gambling. Anyone who's played with you knows that if you're betting, we're only calling if we have the nuts. You are the tightest. Anyway, another thing on here says show the love.
Hmm. Okay, I
And
like
I
it.
think that's kind of geared towards humanity, like
Yes.
not for us to each other. She's saying like show the love to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's like that. You remember Love Never Fails, right? I know because you always used to give me crap for my
Oh God, that's
yeah.
so cute. So Esther has a signature on her texts. I mean, who has a signature on their texts, right? But it says love never fails. And you just, if that's just not the grossest thing you've ever seen, like your marriage makes me want to puke a little bit in my mouth. She's so perfect. I don't know how you got so lucky, honestly. One of these days she better divorce you, I think. I mean, she's
It's
gonna have to
because
move on.
I'm so cute, Nicole. It's honestly because I'm so cute. But that's just really what it is. All right, and then oh, the next thing is just like a stack of cash. It's probably about like $50,000, just bricks.
That was your addition, I assume.
No, no. The only thing I actually added was the lottery ticket. That was mine. Everything else is hers. I know. I'm ridiculous. Anyway, and then there's the last thing is there's a picture of this sort of older black couple. I want to say they're probably in like their 50s, early 60s, somewhere in there. And they're sitting on a beach and they're reading a book together and they're just smiling. You can just tell they're like in love. And that's it.
I like it. That's sweet. How often do you add things onto it?
I have to be honest with you. I don't add anything to it. She will add something, but it'll be like every few months. It'll be long periods of time.
No,
And she's super big on thought process, positive energy, that kind of thing. She's a true believer that if you speak it, and believe it, it'll come into existence. And I've actually seen
exactly.
some things kind of manifest,
Exactly.
because that's not the way I think. I'm just very like, I mean, you know me, I'm just very like probably pessimistic in a lot of ways. And I'm not a kind of name it and claim it and vision board and freaking, what's that thing that Oprah and all them did 10 years ago? What was that thing they were touting?
Gratitude or something?
No, what was that? The it was a book. It was a book that everybody was like getting into. What was
The
it
power of
called?
now?
No, 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 no. It was, oh, that's gonna bug me. It was something like, oh, the vision. No, not the vision.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, it was all about just positive thought. And if you thought long and hard enough about one thing in particular, that stuff was going to manifest. That thing was going to manifest itself in your life. And I
Well, I think
cannot
when you
remember for the life
say
of
it
me.
like that, that's when people are like, yeah, right, whatever, woo, woo, or I come from this terrible situation and it doesn't work that way. But it's not necessarily like that. Like, oh, you just think like, oh, I'm going to have $1 million and you're going to have $1 million. But I clearly, I think probably the vast majority of highly successful people have done or do consistently vision. I mean, if you watch any documentaries about any Olympians, look at Michael Phelps. Like literally every time before a match, a meet, what do they call a swim? A
Swim
meet.
meet.
He has a whole routine that he does that he actually like, and he does it in the same way every single time. And he like puts one ear pod in and then this one, and he sits and he literally envisions the whole meet that he's about to swim. And he envisions himself winning it. And there is something to, and it's a lot more than that too. And it's not just about like, oh, I envision I'm gonna $1 million and I get, it's just about putting things in your mind that with a positive spin on it. Like you said, you like to see the negative side of like, how does that even serve you? Right. So I always think that it's going to be bad. Right. But if you start to vision what you want, number one, it doesn't just happen instantly. I think a lot of people think like, oh yeah, I'm just going to make this happen. Like, oh, I want $1 million. Here it is. Like, no, but if you start to say that, and that starts to dictate your thinking and start to think, well, how am I going to get that? And who do I need to be to get that? What do I need to do? I mean, those kind of things are what moves you along the path towards getting what you want, rather than just sitting there and saying, oh, I'm never gonna have $1 million. Like, oh, I know I came from a terrible place. Like, so all I'm going to be is a terrible person. Right. Like, can you see, like, clearly does matter. But I think also we put this big like whole spin on it. Like, oh, it's woo woo. You can't, that's just stupid. Like, no, it's not stupid. It's pretty much life.
Well, I know she always used to tell me, like, with regards to poker, she would always say, "Don't say what you don't want." Meaning,
Yes.
like, say you have a set of whatever on the flop, and there's 2 hearts, right? And your opponent has a flush draw, right? Don't say no heart, no heart. Say pair the board. You know what I mean? Something
But
like
guess what
that.
most
So
people
say,
always say?
yeah.
No
What's
heart.
that?
Guess what most
Yeah.
people
Well, I
always
always
say?
say no. I'm the no heart guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, no heart, no heart, please, no heart. And even if that person doesn't have the flush draw, I've already conditioned myself to
Mm-hmm.
think they hit the flush as opposed to they have 2 pair, or maybe they just have top pair and a good kicker, right? So I've already psyched myself out of winning the hand because I'm like, oh crap, the heart came on the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's
I tried to incorporate that.
it's yeah, it's true in all manners of life. But even my friend who we used to commentate on poker games together would say, when you're playing the game, don't always be scared of monsters under the bed. It's like there's no monsters under the bed. Like don't, and it's very true. If you've ever played, you're constantly, when you get a big hand, because you very rarely have the nuts on the river in poker, right?
Right.
And think about, how often do you have the mortal nuts on the river, right? Your opponent can have a number of hands that can beat you. You may have a very good hand, but it's rarely the mortal nuts. And when you do have it, you're like, oh, thank God. And, please let them call me. But because you mostly don't, every time you're in a big hand with somebody and you're making a bet and now they're calling, what do we instantly do? Right away, it's like, oh no, now they got the straight draw and they're going to get the straight, or oh, they have the flush draw, they're going to get the flush, or oh, they have a set and they're going to get, we're constantly scared of the 1 or 2 hands that could beat us, without thinking of really all the range of hands that we actually beat that they could also have. So I mean, yeah, it's the same thing about life. Is yeah, if you're going to always focus on that part, and hopefully, if we're lucky enough that negative part is quite small, if you're always focusing on that, it just becomes bigger and bigger, right? Like,
Yeah.
focus on you winning, because you're winning at life. Michael Moore always tries to tell me like, oh, I want to be rich. I'm like, man, you are rich to 90% of the people in the world. You are rich right now. How rich you want to be? And then he said he didn't want to talk to me anymore because I have toxic positivity.
Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. I want to be richer. Just very richer.
I want to be rich. Do, 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 do. Oh, I want to be rich. Are these 80s? Is that what I'm doing? Well, the Divinals, and who are these guys? These are like, is this UB40s? I want to be rich.
You be killing me right now.
Well, maybe next time I'll show you my vision board. We never did get into that very exciting conversation about sleep patterns that we promised them last time, but we'll have to save that. We'll have to save that for another day.
Patterns. Yes. Sleep patterns. What time is it right now? It's noon.
It is 12 o'clock. Time for a nap.
I'll talk to you later. I gotta go have a bran muffin and take a nap.
My Metamucil.
Listen, I'm the most energetic person in the world from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. There's nothing I won't do between 7 and 7. At 8 o'clock, I have a hard time remembering my name now. My kids call me like dad, and I'm like, who? What? Yeah. Where? I'm your father. Anyway.
Well, tell Esther I love her vision board. I love your vision board. It's a really awesome idea. We should all have vision boards. Maybe together we can all do a group vision boarding event. How neat would that be?
Oh, you have these ideas sometimes that, honest to God, make me want to just fall asleep. Like, it's not because it's boring. It's because the whole premise of your idea just drains every cell in my body. My thoughts are like, who are these people you're talking about? Where would it stay?
Our 5 fans and us, we will have a group event, and we will vision board. It sounds neat. I like it. I'm gonna do it. I don't need you.
You need me. You need me for so many reasons. Oh my God.
I do need you. All right. That's enough. No. That's enough. We're done for today. I don't want to hear any more of your toxic negativity.
I'm done.
Maybe next time we'll get into our
we need to talk about what
sleep
Nichoel
patterns.
was like at 20, at 30, and then at 40.
We will do that, but I'm gonna give you a teaser. It's all very similar. Don't roll your eyes. He's rolling his eyes. Don't
that
roll
was one
your
of those
eyes.
thoughts that just, golly, like, you just drained all energy from me right now.
Shall I?
You're the same chick at 20 that you are at 40. Oh my.
Oh,
Okay,
should we
fine.
Yes.
Wow,
should we wrap up singing our favorite song that we used to love to duet at the poker table?
More than words.
More than words. What?
We literally had 7 other people looking at us that day when we sang that song. Like, yeah, I don't even know what to think. You could tell they were all just mortified. They were like, what are these 2 people doing? And we just sang the song in the middle of the bicycle casino.
Living our best life. That's it.
We were living our freaking best life.
Yes. And we suggest you do the same.
You do the same. And then email us at highlyuncircumcised@gmail.com, because I'm so waiting to hear from some of you. I just need to hear from you.
Let us know how your best life is going.
Just how great I am.
Or how great Michael Moore is. Do not send hate mail. I'm gonna have to hear it forever.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna read mail on the freaking air. I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna respond to it, and we can go from there.
All right. Well, have a good morning, good afternoon, or good night.
Depending on what continent you're on, because we're on all continents besides Antarctica.
We'll see you next time.